Yo, my peoples, what's up? My name is Jason, and I'm from the Shelf Stories YouTube channel, and I'm here in the Dice Tower today to review Zogen. Zogen is another in the line of Oink Games, published by Oink Games. The designers of this one were Christoph Kanzler and Anja Rede. This one is a speed game. Each player is going to have a hand of cards and playing into the middle. You get the idea. Oink makes some really fabulous games. We're talking Deep Sea Adventure. We're talking Fake Artist Goes to New York. Insider is one of my favorite party games. There's a lot of real awesome stuff in the Oink line. Let's see if Zogen measures up to that. So without further ado, let's go to the videotape. All right, welcome to a game of Zogen, fully laid out. I have components laid out for a two-player game. There are additional components that you can add up to 6 players. These decks are exactly the same for each player. So it's a speed game. It is a pattern recognition game. You're going to be playing cards on top of the center. And either player can play. So you're going to have players playing out of here, players playing out of there. And sometimes you get kind of clash in the middle, which is pretty much what a speed game is all about. Okay, so the patterns that you are matching are on these cards. Each card depicts 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 microbes. So then the microbes are named Cloud, Sun, Mountain, and Moon. So this is the initial card. The idea is every card play has to either add or take away a microbe and keep everything else the same. So then Orange would play this one, and then they would be able to say, okay, 4 is less than 3. Well, they don't say that, but they notice that. What they do say is that they announce the microbe that they're taking away. In this case, they're taking away Cloud. So then they would play, and play would proceed. The purple player then would leap in, seeing their chance. A card that took away Mountain, and then play would go on from there. But let's say one player makes the mistake. Purple makes the mistake of saying Cloud. They're adding a Cloud, but they did not take away the Mountain with their card. So this would be a mistake. You can only make one change of a microbe, up or down. You cannot play. This card is illegal. So then that card is played. If the orange player notices, they can say Zogen. Zogen is kind of a call out, and you would check. Yes, the mistake was made. They would get all of their cards back, and then play would proceed, which is a terrible thing because the object of the game in many speed games is to get rid of all your stuff. So then if the orange player had made a mistake, then the orange player would be the one taking back their cards. So then play proceeds, you keep on going, and eventually all players will decide to knock, or you get down to 3 cards. And then you add up, whoever has the fewest cards would get 3 points, and then the next would get 2, and then the next one would get 1, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of scoring. You get a whole bunch of these. With the game, if it's a 2-player game, then one player gets 3 and the other player gets nothing. 7 points wins, and that is Zogen. All right, so that was Zogen at the table. Zogen, I'll just kind of get right to it. I think Zogen is in direct competition with a playing card game like Spit. If you've ever played Spit, it is basically the same concept. You have cards in front of you, and you're playing to a central tableau, 1 up, 1 down, in a speed situation, and things bump together. It's almost the same core experience. So you have to beat that if you're gonna play in that space, and you have to beat it with a product that costs $22 plus shipping on the BGG store, which is a pretty hefty thing to be competing with a game that you could just make out of your regular deck of playing cards. Okay, so then Spit only plays 2-player. This game goes 2 to 6. Fine. There are other speed games you can play out of a playing card, but if you want that particular matching experience of multiple players, there you go, Zogen. Pattern matching, right? That may be a little bit more of a attractive thing for people rather than the number matching, or maybe they just want a difference. I don't know. It's different. It's not like better or worse. It's different. It might scratch something different in somebody's brain. That's wow. That's about all I could say for this game. And whenever I get into a negative review, I want to be very careful. I do not want to take anything bad or say anything bad about the people who like this game or the designers who make this game. Respect to the gamers. I'm only talking about the game here. So first of all, product size. This is, I mean, I get it. It's Oink, and I get that, product sizes need to match across the line so that, people are more likely to kind of grab a bunch at once. I totally get it from a sales perspective, but from a gamer's perspective, this is not fun. Like, I'm doing this back and forth. And if I lay them out, it'll basically this whole line in front of me, and that's awkward too, especially if I'm playing with a higher player count. There might be room for that. So just from a product precise perspective, a product delivery perspective, I just think, like, again, you have to beat Spit, and this game, that is from a product perspective, I think it's actually kind of less fun. The theme, again, why am I talking about the theme, right? But it just, I'm looking at this idea of, like, researchers, contributing micro, that it contributes nothing. There are games that are themeless, and that's fine if it contributes nice art, if it's part of the selling of the game. It's like, oh, well, this is a beautiful access to it. It generates, it adds something. Why are we researchers? Researchers, we're not researching anything. We're matching symbols. Why are we calling these things microbes when they're suns and moons? I didn't know that little microbe atom things were I didn't know the scientists called them suns or whatever. Why? I just have no theme. There's nothing wrong with an elegant, abstract idea. Again, you're going back to playing cards. This is what you're competing with, and just go back to abstract, smooth stuff. And then the last thing, and this is probably the one that really kind of sunk my experience, was the idea that you have to say the name of the micro while you're playing the card. So at a low player count, or at a situation where your family behaves. It's not bad, so you get the, sun and mountain, and people are saying that. But then you get into a real speed game scenario where people are always saying stuff, sun, moon, mountain, blah, 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 blah. And, I get that a part of the party game fun is to get that cacophony going, but then the game wants you to pick out the mistakes in all that. Like, oh, what did you say, sun? Did you say mountain? Oh, he didn't say that. I said that. It's like that at that point you're not arguing in that fun Magic Circle game way. It's like meta past the Magic Circle to, like, what did you say? And, like, how did you say it? Or are you trying to get away with something? And then there's the variant. There's a variant to kind of make the game harder in the rule book that says, change the names of the microbes. Try it like that. Oh, no. I didn't even like with the basic names. Why would I change names? And because changing name won't help me process the noise that happens, and to the ability of calling on mistakes. Oh man. Okay, so obviously not a positive review for me. We're gonna go 3 out of 10 on this one. I didn't enjoy this one at all. It is, again, I have to be very careful with negative reviews. This is not about the gamers who play them or the gamers who made the game. It is just about the game. The game I did not find fun. At the end of the day, you're paying $22 plus shipping to replace Spit, Egyptian Rat Screw, games that are just there on your that come out of a regular bicycle playing card deck. And does this game add more or change something that's positive? I can't think of a single positive way that this game changes that basic experience, at least for me. Maybe this game is your fun, but this game is a pass for me. If you want to check out more of my content, please check out my personal YouTube channel, Shelf Stories. Shelf Stories is my channel where I have conversations with designers and publishers and other friends in the gaming community. We may even talk about this subject, having a game that you don't enjoy, but still finding a way to stay united and bonded with the people that are playing it and are making it, showing respect. Respect is the number one rule. And other subject as well. I am huge into mental health. My Shelf Help series is the series where I share tips and tricks on how to be a happier gamer and a happier person, and also fun gaming content as well. So this is Jason reminding you, if you change your mind, you can change the world. So until next time, later everybody.